Good morning, good evening, and good night. My name is Lillian Duran, and this is going to be my proposal on how UNM can reduce their plastic consumption across campus, zero waste with haste. The background of my proposal started when I was walking around campus, finding myself wondering, why do I always see plastic items given and sold at all places across the campus? Every day there are thousands of plastic materials thrown away. Plastic has no natural way of degrading, so this always just ends up in our own ecosystem. I see students and faculty alike using the same one-use plastic items that end up in the trash. A simple introduction to my proposal begins with countless items being sold across campus in almost every single business. Hundreds to thousands of single-use plastic items are thrown away on the daily. UNM prides itself on having over 2,000 recycling bins and prevents 500 tons of waste from entering our environment, yet it has no real way of being recycled, so inevitably ends back in our environment. There is unnecessary packaging on countless items across campus, from those in the convenience store to the Zimmerman Library itself. My proposal is to switch to environmentally safe packaging. This will mean less packaging as a whole. Other universities have become environmentally safe in similar ways, yet UNM is still losing its edge in being innovative and following through with these same steps that others have already done. This will be done in 3 specific phases. They are as follows. Our phase 1 is going to be education. A course will be offered with a qualified professor teaching about the effects of plastic pollution has to the earth. A discussion board will be held by and for students that research the effects of plastic pollution and what it does to our local ecosystems. Alternative materials to search for will be covered, along with teaching one to decrease their own plastic waste. Phase 2 is going to be policies. Policies will be put in place on campus to reduce plastic consumption. Businesses across campus will have to reduce the plastic packaging on the items they sell. Selective unnecessary packaging such as lids and straws will only be given to students upon request. Cups sold or given must be paper or alternative materials to plastic. Our phase 3 is going to be alternative suppliers. Items required for the sales in businesses will be obtained from companies that ship and wrap their items in alternative packaging from plastic, such as Char Snacks and Sun & Swell. The bookstore and Zimmerman Library will also have to stop wrapping their books in plastic wrap and will switch to something like parchment paper. All items that come wrapped in plastic will be replaced by those in sustainable packaging. The qualifications we require for this proposal will be a qualified professor that needs to teach the offered course, students who research the effect of plastic pollution has on the earth for the panel, and those in charge of purchasing merchandise from supply stores across campus will need to comply to these new policies. Workers at the food stalls will also need to follow the same policies. Everyone as a whole needs to strive to educate themselves and the others around them, and we need to work as a community to make this proposal happen. The estimated cost is going to be a very rough estimate because a qualified professor can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $8,000 per course offering. While students can receive community hours for being on the discussion panel, it's unsure if they could be paid for it. Policies are free to implement, while it could also save money from the reduction of plastic items given out per purchase. The cost of sustainable packaging items can also rise when compared to the plastic alternatives. The cost of this project is somewhat unknown. It's hard to estimate the cost when the original cost of the items are also unknown. The benefits for this project don't only affect the school, but the surrounding city. It can reduce plastic litter across campus. It brings the community together with a common goal. It creates educational opportunities. It provides panel members to get recognition that could be used in their future careers. And it initiates UNM to being a green campus, putting us ahead of these other universities. A final goodbye. For this project to work, we need to come together as a community to preserve and protect our environment. We need to initiate the change we want to see. We can change our future, and this is only the first step.